Hi friends, today we are going to learn about what is the impact of climate change on corals in general. Now all of you know that how climate change is occurring on entire earth, and because of which all of us we are having a lot of trouble regarding continuously coming cyclones, global warming, and so many ill effects. Today, we are going to focus ourselves on what happens to the coral reefs present in the ocean. You can see in this picture that coral reefs are present in these particular regions of the world, and you all must be very well aware that near Australia there is huge spread of coral reefs. But don't forget that these reefs are very much threatened, and it is estimated that 33% of reef building corals are threatened because of climate change. When we come to our country in India, coral reefs present in India are located in Gulf of Kutch, Malvan, which is one of the fishing town in Maharashtra, near Lakshadweep, at Gulf of Mannar, and also at Andaman and Nicobar. Now, this particular map shows you locations of these places where Indian coral reefs are present. Why coral reefs are important? Because they act like nursery grounds for many fishes. They provide good site to hide. Ample food is available there because there is a good amount of phytoplankton present near the coral reefs. And also you will find that there are many symbiotic associations between various species which inhabit coral reefs. You find that there are three types of coral reefs. First one is fringing reef, second one is barrier reef, and third one is atoll. Now, what is the difference between these two? Fringing reefs are shallow reefs which are present near coastal area. Barrier reefs are located deep inside the ocean and they are present within the ocean. Whereas an island gets surrounded by all the coral reefs, we call it as atoll. Now then we see that these type of corals, you see in this particular picture how beautifully colored they are looking. Now this color is because of zooxanthellae, which are algae which reside with the corals. There is a symbiotic relationship between algae and corals. And what is symbiosis? Symbiosis, staying together where both the individuals are mutually benefited. So these are some of the reef building corals, whereas here you will find these are non-reef building corals. So basically there are two main types, reef building corals and non-reef building corals. Some corals are very stony or hard corals. So they may form reef or they may not form reef, but they are known as stony or hard corals, whereas some corals are very soft, they are fragile. And these beautiful corals you will always find inside the seawater. Non-reef building corals, which you see here, are the corals which do not form reef, but they keep on secreting calcium carbonate. Whatever the pictures which you see here, they belong to the family Rhizingidae. Now here you will see one difference. Some of the non-reef building corals are single solitary individuals, as you see in these upper photographs, whereas some of them, they form huge colonies. So basically you get two types, single polyp. Now word polyp, remember polyp is the term given to a single individual which is residing in the coral. Coral may be a total colonial form where many polyps come together and form a coral colony. Reef building corals are present uh, deep inside the ocean, and variety of sea animals, beautiful fishes, they always inhabit in this particular region. What is the importance of coral reef? Why do we are so much concerned about why climate change is affecting coral reefs. Now, why are we so much worried about? Because coral reefs are giving very good type of ecosystem service. Coral reefs is a place which is very good for tourism and recreation. They attract millions of tourists every year, and it brings about important income to coral reef communities present in that particular area. Some countries derive more than half of their gross national product from coral reef industry. So, especially in Australia, where a lot of tourists go to visit Great Barrier Reef. Second important point is medicines. Medicines like coral reef species provide new medical compounds and technology to treat serious diseases. Now, you may be wondering that what kind of diseases are these? So more than half of all new cancer drug research is focusing on marine organisms. So the so-called incurable cancer can be treated well with the medicines obtained from coral reef species. Another important function done by coral reefs is coastal protection. Coral reefs act as natural wave barriers and they protect coastal communities and beaches from storm damage. Coral reefs are created by many animals, as I have told you already, called as coral polyps. And these coral polyps, they build limestone skeletons over time, and it forms base of the complex reef habitat that supports world's highest level of marine biodiversity. Coral reefs act as homes and nurseries for 25% of all marine life. Now, when I say nursery, that means small, young one, larval forms, juvenile forms, all of them, they will take abode inside coral reefs. And though they cover less than 1% of ocean floor, coral reefs provide habitat for nearly 250,000 known species, including more than 4,000 species of fish and 700 species of coral. Many coral reef species have yet to be discovered. Scientists believe that more than 1 million species are associated with coral reefs. Another important aspect about coral reef is it is providing you food and fishing. Coral reefs sustain the fish and shellfish populations that provide protein for more than 1 billion people who are fish eaters. And because reefs are nurseries for many commercially valuable species, hence coral reefs in turn is going to supply you with good amount of food. Now, coral reefs in summarization, we can say that it's a place where there is highest biodiversity of any ecosystem globally. So maximum biodiversity among the sea you will find in coral reefs. It directly supports over 500 million people worldwide. The most threatened ecosystem on earth, though it is so very important, at the same time it is highly threatened due to global warming and climate change, and also because of growing local pressure. Now, you must remember that because of heightened temperatures, atmospheric temperatures, the excessive heat that is formed in the atmosphere, 95% of this heat enters into oceans, and because of which ocean waters are getting heated up. What is the problem caused because of heating up of these oceans? First thing is there is mass coral bleaching occurs over last few years. Now, what do we mean by bleaching? Bleaching means the live corals, they become dead, and the beautiful color corals, they become dead, and when they become dead, they become total colorless, and the beauty and the liveliness, everything is lost when the coral bleaching takes place. And when we have written here local pressures means we don't consider ocean as something very important ecosystem, and hence we keep on ocean dumping, we keep on building roadways through it, monuments over there, and because of all these things, certain urban local pressure by population, human population keeps on falling on these ecosystems. And all these effects, we can call it as anthropogenic effects. So due to increase in global surface temperature caused by anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions, so according to UNESCO, the coral reefs in 29 reef containing World Heritage Sites would cease to exist by the end of this century. This is pretty bad. If none of the coral reef exist by end of this century, we are not going to see them again. But you can stop it by at least trying to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. So limiting global average temperature to well below 2 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial level in line with Paris Agreement. You know, in 2015, Paris Agreement has taken place that decided that entire world's nations come together and they keep carbon dioxide concentration and greenhouse gas emission to lesser levels so that temperatures won't rise. So this is the only chance for the survival of coral reefs globally. How these things are actually happening? So climate change is bringing about tremendous ocean change. And this increased greenhouse gases from human activity is resulting into climate change and ocean acidification. Carbon dioxide, which is excessively produced, the world's ocean is a massive sink that absorbs carbon dioxide. And although this has slowed global warming, it is changing ocean chemistry. So more and more carbon dioxide enters the water. Oceans become acidified. The pH keeps on becoming more acidic. It gets on reducing. As a result of which, the corals which are going to grow, their growth rate is decreased and their structural integrity is also hampered. Another effect that happens in the oceans is ocean currents are altered. And because ocean currents are altered, there is a change in connectivity and temperature regimes. This causes lack of food and dispersal of larvae of other forms which otherwise were inhabiting coral reefs. Third important effect occurs is changes in the precipitation. Now you all know that how rainfall comes down. When there is a change in precipitation because of global warming, there is increased runoff of fresh water. The ice is melting at both the polar caps. And because of this, a lot of fresh water is entering into the sea. And this is causing sediment and land-based pollutants also to run off inside the oceans. This causes algal blooms and water becomes murky and they reduce the light. And because the light is reduced, photosynthesis does not occur in the lower layers of ocean. And because of this, entire food chain in the ocean is disturbed. Then the next very important effect is changes which are occurring in the storm patterns. You see in last 1 month, consequently, cyclones are coming to India. Now, why there is increased frequency of these cyclones? It is because excessive heat, which is entering into the ocean, is causing problems like low pressure belt areas, and therefore stronger and more frequent storms are coming, and it destroys the reef structure. Sea level rise is happening. As I told you, the polar ice caps melt. Sedimentation also takes place more, and the sea level is rising. When the sea level rise takes place, salty water enters the agricultural lands, and it is causing problems for agriculture also. So warming ocean is causing a thermal stress to the corals. Now, if you see all these effects which you see on the corals, it is weakening coral structure, and all the impacts are immediate, long term, either direct or indirect, but they called weakened corals which are vulnerable. And hence, in an attempt to save the corals, we all should take care of reducing carbon dioxide emission and trying to control global warming. You see, this is how bleached coral looks like. And you can also see how the structure of coral is broken. So main cause of such bleaching is because of global warming and climate change. So let's do our part to help improve overall coral reef condition, because I'm sure that you will never like the coral reefs vanishing away from our country. So know about your local marine biodiversity. Be vigilant if anyone destroys these reefs by any for whatever reason. So you can make a volunteer group, you can be environmental activist, and be vigilant that nobody is destroying these reefs. Also reduce the use of harsh chemicals, which ultimately enter into the sea and can cause problem to the coral reefs. Do not dump household chemicals in storm drains, because ultimately they reach oceans. Learn about good reef etiquette and practice it when in water. If you are doing underwater activities, like some of you may be interested in scuba diving, some of you may be interested in snorkeling. So, whatever that you do underwater, be sure that you don't disturb the natural colonies of corals. And then be a volunteer for a beach and waterway cleanups. That way we can actually help our ocean. So after this account of effect of climate change on coral reefs, if something positive and productive is coming to your mind, do that. Please help in protecting the corals. Thank you.